Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Locking Down Ladder. As always, this is LegnaK. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far. Today we're going to continue on using the Goodra team that we've used since the beginning of July, and there's not really much else I can say about that, but we are going to continue on using this team probably for another 2-3 episodes later. I want to try and have at least like 5 episodes to try and like really show off the team. Before we move on to greener pastures. I say greener pastures, but it's not always for the best whenever we swap teams. So let's just go ahead and get into this. Really, I do like this team. It's pretty fun. But there's a team I've been like theory crafting, working on, like off stream and on stream too. Kind of got at the tail end of yesterday's stream. Wow, we're just jumping right into this. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer, so well, this is awkward. All right, so very interesting team here. We got Dragapault, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Thundurus. Urshifu and Ferrothorn. Very, very strong, very interesting team here. I really feel... See, as much as I feel like leading Goodra would be the perfect ideal, that might be a prankster... that may very well be a prankster Thundurus, which could be very problematic for us, given that Thundurus has Eerie Impulse. Little things like that. Sorry, I'm still not feeling good. I've actually been sick the past couple days, but I'm still trying to push through. So I do apologize, and I appreciate y'all bearing with me. So I kind of want to sit there and say we're going to lead Whimsicott. Like 100%, we're leading Whimsicott. There's no question about it. Whimsicott's definitely like the key starter here. Incineroar could be a problem if we lead Urshifu or Kartana. Honestly, though, we could also lead Kartana because we do have the White Herb, which would completely negate the Incineroar's Intimidate. But we're running out of time here. My gut feeling is really going Goodra. I think Goodra might be our better play here. I'm feeling it. Zapdos and Kartana. Kind of like pushed myself on the line there, trying to like discuss why I felt the way I did. So that's on me. If we lose this one, it's 100% on me. Because I spent way too much time with the I don't know if it's a good idea. I really feel that this might come back to bite me, though. It may come back to bite me. But if not, it's good. It's cool. Alright, so Dragapault and Whimsicott's actually a really, really good lead, for them. They can match Tailwinds, they can match all this jazz. But I think what we're going to do is actually not Dynamax. We're not going to Dynamax Goodra here. Actually, do we Dynamax Goodra anyways? Goodra really does handle most everything here, but I think I'm going to just stick with it and not Dynamax Goodra here. I'm going to stick to my guns. I feel like he's going to Dynamax his Dragapault here. And it does go show he does Dynamax the Dragapault here, so it was actually probably for the best that we did not Dynamax Goodra, solely for the fact being is a Max Worm win most likely will KO, and I don't want to lose our Dynamax like right off the bat. Dragapault does pose a huge threat to Goodra. It's a shame that we didn't really get to use her off the bat, but we could possibly see him trying to go for an Airstream instead. And if he goes for an Airstream into the Whimsicott instead, that's going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to be, like, incredibly surprised. I highly doubt that's going to be the case, though. I really doubt that's going to be the case. I can see Wormwind coming in right now. He's actually going for the Wormwind, as predicted. Goodra going to go down immediately. There's no way that our Goodra is able to survive a Life Orb one that we would have seen. Because they're typically 252, 252, stats. So, we're actually going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to play this. Let's go ahead and bring Kartana. So the question is, I think we Tailwind, and we go for a max Airstream. Because the worst thing that happens is we lose like our attack from a Wormwind. We should be able to handle pretty much anything that's thrown at us. We might lose, say, I don't know, our ability to Tailwind. He might, taunt us. Quite a few things could happen here. Quite a few things can happen here, folks. I do apologize. I'm really, like, out of this today. I really do apologize. I thought I was going to be a lot better at this. I do apologize. As I say, I'm not feeling good. I'm trying to continue on, and I don't want, you know, to miss out days for y'all and everything. So he's actually just going to go for a Tailwind, or he's not going to go for a Tailwind. He's going to go for a physical attack, which is very interesting. So that's a Steel Spike. That's fine. That's fine. Whimsicott did what Whimsicott needed to do. We got the Tailwind going. We got everything going here. We can see a Moonblast coming in. If it's not a Moonblast, I have no idea what's going to happen, but I could definitely see Moonblast being the key play here. It's not going to do much. It's not going to do much. It's still going to do a significant amount because Kartana's like stats are dismal. But here we go. We get a free, like, we get Dragapault out of here, like, completely reset. So Whimsicott's at +1. Not too worried about it. Not too worried about it at all. But the Dragapault is out. That's his Dynamax completely gone. Which puts us in a lot more comfortable position here. Especially if he tries to bring in something like such as Incineroar or whatnot. If he brings in Incineroar, we're not too worried either. Because, you know, Incineroar has Intimidate. We got White Herb. So it's actually going to be the Ferrothorn, which is actually really, really cool for us. Because we got Zapdos in the back. Zapdos kind of takes care of Ferrothorn very well because Zapdos, has access to Heat Wave. I'm sorry, my brain, I'm fighting my brain right now. But yeah, we're just going to actually go ahead and Heat Wave and Airstream into the Whimsicott. This may actually kill Whimsicott here. It's actually not now, because, you know. So, given that he did decide to protect, I could see that being potentially a Sash Whimsicott. Sash Whimsicott's a very common strategy, you know, outside of eject button. Seems to be one of the two main things. Alright, so Heat Wave is going to hit that protect, and this should probably KO or do... Okay, yeah, there we go. There was the KO. As I said, it was either going to KO or become very close to a KO. We would have been perfectly fine either way. But so far so good. We're in a pretty good commanding position here. We're in a very commanding position here. I honestly don't see why we wouldn't just Airstream into this Dragapault. I think Airstreaming into Dragapault and Heat Waving again is not a bad idea. Let's just, you know, get that going. Get another Heat Wave going. Because the worst he can do is Ally Switch. We are significantly faster. He's actually just going to Harden, like, Switch here. Which is actually Urshifu, which... Okay. Okay. Interesting. But it really does not matter. In this position here, and what I'm saying is doesn't matter, is even if he does bring Whimsicott in and get another Tailwind and such, we still outspeed. Like, this team does outspeed because we're at +2. Dragapault does go down, thankfully. That was just enough to take out the Dragapault, which is a huge, huge thing that I was really worried about. But at the same time, I'm not super worried because, you know, Zapdos is kind of pretty powerful. I'm actually really ashamed that we did sleep on Zapdos for the longest time because, you know, I thought, you know, there's already, like, Regieleki, Tapu Koko. Why would we use Zapdos? Well, Zapdos is proving exactly why we use it. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually go for a Thunderbolt onto the Urshifu. And we're going to go for a nice, you know, let's go for a Smart Strike. There's no need for us to not Smart Strike. We outspeed, we win. So he's just going to protect. That's not a problem at all. That is not a problem at all. Zapdos outspeeds. Kartana outspeeds. This is a winning match. We kind of sealed the fact that we win here. Like, unless it's some weird, like, janky Wakanberry set, but it's not. There goes the Urshifu. Urshifu is out of here. And that picks up our first game as a win for today. This picks up the first game as a win today, and that is always a very, very good feeling. We might as well Thunderbolt. It's not really going to matter. We do outspeed with Kartana, but just on the weird offhand strat that it doesn't kill. Alright, so there's actually the forfeit, which is alright. I'm slowly starting to warm up to the fact that, you know, people are just going to forfeit instead of playing it out. That's perfectly fine. I think we should start adapting the same way, but I don't like playing that way. Alright, so let's continue battling. But before we continue battling, let's ask our question of the day first, folks. What is your favorite Pseudo legendary Pokemon? Because we're starting to see a lot of Pseudos starting to come around. You know, you got Pokemon such as Tyranitar, Goodra, Dragapault, and stuff being some pretty heavy hitters. Metagross is also a huge one, which is also personally my favorite Pseudo legendary Pokemon and my favorite shiny Pokemon. But we're not asking about shinies. But Metagross happens to be my favorite Pseudo legendary. Absolutely amazing Pokemon. And we actually drag into the Master Ball tier, which is awesome. Alright. And we get some free battle points. We will always take those battle points. Absolutely always take those battle points. So let's just get into this match. We got into... I'm just happy that we got into Master Ball, like, with ease. Like, with ease. Let's go ahead and just try and not get our welcome, like, stomped out, like, right off the bat. So we have a very interesting team here of Rillaboom, Azumarill, Indeedee, Urshifu, Cinderace, and Clefairy. I know that a lot of times I'll just bounce around on what I'm seeing. And I do apologize about that. So I really think, believe it or not, Goodra might be a really solid contender here despite seeing 2 fairy types. And that's because Goodra has access to like Max Ooze and stuff like that, which makes it a very, very powerful Pokemon. Urshifu might pose a problem, but at that point I'm going to be having Whimsicott paired with Goodra, and we're also going to have Zapdos and Kartana in the back. Kartana really kind of just trashes everything. The only thing that could significantly be a problem, you know, outside of Urshifu is maybe the Cinderace. Cinderace is always going to be one of those Pokemon for me that are just very problematic. Like, I always have an issue with Cinderace. It's a Pokemon that is very good. It's a very, very good Pokemon. It's kind of pretty much like the Galarian Greninja. Had to think about that for a moment because my brain just could not remember the poor Froggy to save my life. But alright, let's just go ahead and jump into this real quick. Pretty excited. Pretty excited, folks. Alright, so there's Indeedee and Cinderace. Indeedee, Cinderace, this is not a problem at all, actually. I could actually very much see this happening. What I can see happening is... Okay, so that's Psychic Seed. That could be a little bit more problematic, but thankfully it is not a Sash. I could see a Max Airstream coming in here. And the reason I see a Max Airstream coming in is because he wants to get a speed advantage as fast as possible. So we're just going to comfortably Max Ooze into this Indeedee because, you know, might as well just... He's going to follow me. It's not going to be anything. We are going to Tailwind. And the reason we're going to Tailwind is because, well, we need the speed advantage. Taunt and Switcheroo are going to do absolutely nothing. As much as I would love to use just Switcheroo to get, you know, the Cinderace out of here as fast as possible, it's kind of a moot point here. So we're just going to get the speed advantage. Just kind of lose Whimsicott real quick with this Max Airstream that is most likely going to come in. I can almost guarantee this. Honestly, if it's not, I'm going to be surprised. Like, I'm really genuinely going to be surprised if we do not get a Follow Me here and we do not get an Airstream. Because, as I said, the chances of it happening are incredibly high, if not guaranteed. If not 100% a guarantee. Trust me, I'd love to be proven wrong here. So it's actually a Helping Hand, which is just a mildly unfortunate situation. Mildly unfortunate situation. But here comes the Max Ooze, going to do as much damage as I possibly can to this. It's probably going to be, yeah, it's going to do absolutely nothing. Because Indeedee is very, very, very especially bulky, and Max Ooze does not do very much. Max Ooze and Max Knuckle do very little damage. But there is the Liberio turning it into Flying type and is going to probably wipe out Whimsy. No, he actually goes for the Goodra, which is actually not a problem at all. It's okay, I wouldn't say it's not a problem at all, but it's significantly less problematic than I was anticipating. It is significantly less problematic than I was anticipating. We are going to go for a Max Wormwind here. And we're actually going to go for a Moonblast too. I want to double into this thing, even if he doesn't like Follow Me or something. So there's the Follow Me. That's okay. Not a problem at all. Whimsicott and Goodra are both at +1. It should do significantly more damage than, you know, it used to. Or yeah. So there's a Max Airstream that's actually going to wipe Goodra off. He actually goes for the Whimsicott instead, which is very interesting, very, very interesting, but I'm not going to complain whatsoever, because Whimsicott may be out of the race now, but a Max Whirlwind is going to come in on this Indeedee, and it's going to lower the attack of the rabbit. I keep wanting to call it Reboot for some reason, even though that's only the second stage. I can only remember Raboot. I can never remember the rest of the names, and I don't know why. All right, so this is pretty okay with us. We're going to bring Zapdos in here, even though we do now underspeed it altogether. Like, we do underspeed it with both Mons. We are going to... Okay, this is actually okay. This is okay, because we're going to max Ooze here. He is at -1, and we are going to Heat Wave. And the reason we're going to Heat Wave is because he is flying at the moment. So it does give us a chance to possibly burn. It does, you know, give us all that... It gives us some, like, hope at winning this. I should, like, just straight up say. So there's a G-Max Fireball coming in. Libero, which is going to turn in... Or it's going to go right into Zapdos. Does Zapdos handle this at -1? Probably not. Okay, Zapdos. Zapdos needs to chill. Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. Zapdos needs to chill, though. You've proven me wrong in the right ways, but... Zapdos is a warrior. Like, again, further proven why we are using this Pokemon. Very further proven why we're using this Pokemon. That is just... My lord. Zapdos is such a good Pokemon. I love this Pokemon so much. So the Dynamaxes are now over, which is fantastic. It's great news. It's actually great news here. Though we do have to worry about the fact that Urshifu does have access to Sucker Punch, which could easily dispatch... Could very easily dispatch Zapdos here. Trying to debate whether I just try and drop a Draco on the Cinderace here. I think that might be the play. And we go for a Protect here. Try and burn out a Sucker Punch, all that jazz. If he goes for a Wicked Blow, I mean, that's whatever. Okay, so he's just going to Detect here, which is really good. Alright, so... That was really good. Alright, Goodra, drop that Draco, get that hit. Is it enough to KO? It is enough to KO. Good job, Goodra. Good job, Goodra. So this does very comfortably put us into the fact that it's a 3v1. I'm not saying that it is a 100% win guarantee for us, but it is a lot easier on us. I don't want to Protect again. That's not what I wanted to do. I did not mean to do that. Though this does make it a lot easier for us. So he's going to go for the Wicked Blow. He's actually going to take out Goodra, maybe? Yep, there goes Goodra. Goodra, you did amazing. Thank you, buddy. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. So this Thunderbolt is actually going to bring this Urshifu down to its sash. It is going to unfortunately mean that Zapdos goes down as well. So they efficiently made it a 3v1 to a 1v1. But we're perfectly okay. We're perfectly a-okay because Kartana does outspeed. Kartana outspeeds, and a Sucker Punch should not KO Kartana. If it does, I'm going to be very confused, but I'm not going to sit there and comfortably say, hey, you know, this is the game, we win. So there's the Kartana Aerial Ace coming in and just wiping Urshifu out. That is going to be Game 2 as a victory for us, which is really good feeling. I'm glad that we got to show off, you know, Goodra, even in the face of a Pokemon that could be very problematic for it. So that actually makes me really happy seeing that, you know, Goodra actually held her own pretty well. Alright, so let's go ahead. Congratulations on winning the highest rank. To commemorate your victory, a Master Rank ribbon has been given to each Pokemon in your battle team. Yeah, everybody gets some goodies. Alright, let's continue battling. Last one of the day, folks. Last one of the day. But look at that. Ranking up, doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Alright, So, 411. Got a very interesting team here. Seeing Gothitelle, which I've admittedly seen more than my fair share of Gothitelle in Showdown Laddering. Or not Showdown Laddering, but Showdown Tournaments because of Series 10 practice. I've seen more than enough of it. I'm done. So, we're actually going to lead Whimsicott here. Whimsicott Goodra, because Goodra literally handles everything except the Dragapault like a champion. I want to bring Zapdos, but Urshifu seems to be the better play here. And the reason I'm picking between those two is because Kartana is kind of a must with this team. Kartana really handles most everything, though we... I think I'm going to stick to my guns, folks. I'm 100% sticking to my guns, and we are going to, like, not bring Zapdos with us. As much as Zapdos is able to, you know, destroy quite a few of these things with Hurricane, Thunderbolt, I think we're making the right play here. I think we're making the right play here. We could be very wrong, and we could lose this one. But, it's worth a shot. You don't win if you don't take risks, folks. That's actually not entirely true. That's actually, like, far from the truth. Playing safe is also a good way of winning. Alright, so there's Dragapault and Gothitelle. Alright, Dragapault, Gothitelle, very, very solid lead here. So we can see Fake Out happening. Fake Out's going to happen. Probably a Max Wormwind. You know, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a multitude of things here. Part of me really wants to just go ahead and taunt the Gothitelle, but at the same time, I'm not going to do such a thing. I think we're going to just stick to our gun, switcheroo here, just in case he does Dynamax. But we are also going to go ahead and max Ooze. And the reason we're going to max Ooze is even though it's not going to do much, if all things go to plan. He actually doesn't Dynamax, which is kind of worrying. Unless it's for some reason some really, really slow Dragapault. Actually, now I think about it, I don't think you can make a Dragapault as slow as this. I kind of want to do that now. Alright, so there's the Fake Out actually going into the Whimsicott. That's fine. Makes me a little sad because we should have just did it. We're actually going to go ahead and bring Urshifu in here. We're going to bring Urshifu because I want to definitely scare him out as much as possible. So he's actually going to go for a Phantom Force, completely burning our turn, which it kind of sucks. Though I'm going to sit there and try and make a colossal big brain play here. And we're going to actually Wicked Blow the Dragapault slot, and we're going to Max Wormwind the Gothitelle slot, expecting an ally switch. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. He actually just withdraws, so it's a little unfortunate, but this works. This actually works really well. So Phantom Force is coming into our Dragapault, our Urshifu slot, my bad, not Dragapault. What? We don't even have a Dragapault. I don't know what I'm thinking. Alright, so there we go. Right into this thing. Wiping the Dragapault out, which is really good for us. Really, really good for us. I'm actually perfectly happy with that play. We're going to go for a Max Wormwind here. And brings it to its Sash, which was definitely the play. Alright, so we could see a potential Gothitelle coming in here. I could see Gothitelle coming in, and if that is the case, we're just going to hard switch Urshifu out. Okay, so we're... Oh, wait, we can't hard switch Urshifu out. What am I thinking? Shadow Tag. I am not very bright. I am not a very bright person. I'm not a very bright trainer. Alright, so we're just going to Sucker Punch Urshifu, just try to, like, win that speed tie. We're actually going to also max Ooze just in case he fakes out and we lose Urshifu here ourselves. He actually just cancels, which I'm actually I'm actually completely fine with that. That is something that we're going to completely take and, you know, give us a complete 6-0 victory. Yeah, absolutely no complaints there. Really, really pleased with that. But, do we get a chance to see their team? That's what I want to know. Thank you for continuing. We get a Bomb Mushroom. Continuing? What the heck was that? Alright, so unfortunately, we don't get to see any trainers teams today, which is a little bit unfortunate. So, I mean, I'm going to still do it whenever it does pop up, but, you know, we do get shorter matches like this. This one actually is less than 30 minutes, which is kind of a record. It's kind of a record of getting 3 matches done in less than 30 minutes. But, you know, I can't really think of much to say for this one, so I think this is where we're going to wrap up today's episode. So thank you guys for watching, as always. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to turn those notifications on, hit that subscribe button. I know I got those mixed around, but also like this video. Helps me out very, very much. I'm getting everything jumbled up. As I said, I'm not feeling good. I'm going to go lay down as soon as I'm done with this. As soon as this video is up, I'm bed. That simple. But, yeah. Don't forget to also follow me on Twitch, because that's where I am live almost every single day. But, that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, you guys are absolutely awesome. I will see you guys in the next episode of Locking Down the Ladder.